What is up? Welcome to the Monday Mindbender with the Sound Alchemist.
And Gersh1. This is this is another episode of For the Greater WAAAGH. This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. We're basically your best friends now, so just talk to us. That is what old boy Shinra Scary Weather asks, or did. He asks, who actually won the Horus Heresy? Which seems like a very mundane and simple question, and it's gonna have a simple answer, but it doesn't. It has a very complicated. It has a Monday mind-bending complicated answer. So let's get to it.
Your mind's already bending.
So right off the bat, you want to say
the Imperium.
Of course, the Imperium one, because the Imperium is still around, but there's more. Because if you check out our 40 facts on the Cabal, the whole idea of the Imperium winning means that chaos wins overall, because of all the chaos and turmoil that has happened since the Imperium won. They knew that the God Emperor was going to be on the Golden Throne. They knew that the Imperium would just be the backwards, horrible empire that it is now, and it would just feed all the Chaos Gods.
Right. So basically, if Chaos were to win, then yeah, there'd be a lot of death and devastation, but humanity's population would decrease so low that their emotions wouldn't be feeding the Chaos Gods as much as it is now.
Yeah, so the whole idea was, or the whole prophecy was that Horus wins, Horus repents for killing his father, unlike Kylo Ren, spoiler alert, and then
where did that come from?
But Star Wars,
right? But
but then he repents. Everybody senses that he's wishy-washy about the whole thing, and they attack him. There's destruction to a whole nother level above the Horus Heresy. There's so much killing that the Imperium, or not the Imperium, but just humanity in general can't bounce back from such a civil war, and chaos is starved out.
Right. But now, since the Imperium won, the same thing's gonna happen to humanity as what's happening to the Emperor. They're just in stagnation, and they're slowly just gonna decay and decay and decay until they die, until all is dust.
So who won the Horus Heresy?
You decide.
Yeah. Next question comes from Irv Mutler. Will you ever run out of questions? Yeah.
And that's the end.
Next one.
Dragon Punch 903. What would be your favorite storyline that you would love to see in a movie form from the Warhammer universe? In my opinion, it would be cool to see the War in Heaven. Massive scale warfare with Catan and Old Ones just sounds amazing.
This is a really tough question because, I've told you, there's so many awesome things that you can do with a story in Warhammer 40K. The War in Heaven would be awesome, but I don't think that would be the best place to start. The best place to start would be focusing on humanity. So maybe I think the Great Crusade would be really cool. Or no. The Unification War would be a really good spot to start. Because it introduces the Emperor, it introduces, or it foreshadows Space Marines.
Now say they've already established a Warhammer 40K universe in cinematic form.
Yeah.
What would you want to see? The Octavius War, or Armageddon, or anything like that?
Yeah, Octavius, of course, because it's Tyranids and Orcs and all about that. It'd be difficult to get the human element of it, though.
But you don't even, not even putting it in a human's perspective. Just what event in 40K do you want to see in a movie form?
The birth of Slanesh.
That'd be pretty fun.
Pleasure cults.
I would like to see the Damocles Crusade or War, whatever, which is the Imperium and the Tau going at it. That just sounds interesting.
There's a movie that's kind of there's a Tau-looking guy who fights this Star Trooper guy. Hey, I've told you about it, right? It's on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's called Blue Planet or something like that.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah. Next question comes from Romani Asante. Does this channel have non-heretical content? No. Next question.
Oh, let's see. That's not a question.
I have one from Timothy Armstrong. He asks,
for it.
if there's demon princes, is there such a thing as a demon king?
I mean, you could proclaim yourself a king. Go ahead.
Nope, I'm not going to do it. So the kings would essentially be the chaos gods.
Right.
So no. You could become... What is that other one? Another title? The Fiend? The Overfiend or something like that? Or is that orcs? I don't know. Yeah, next question.
Overfiend?
Yeah, I think that's what like a lot of the orc war bosses, like a lot of them have like Overfiend or Fiend. But yeah. Next question.
It's not a question, but this is just really amazing. Hey guys, thank you for the mention. This is how to drink.
No, it's not.
What? They commented.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! Oh shit, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It says, weird overlap here. I've spent many hours of my life playing 40K.
What?
Had a Grey Knight's army. Hey, so did I.
Is that verified?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Look at that.
Yeah. And he also had Space Wolves back in 30K.
What? That's insane.
Monday Mindbender for real, guys.
Yeah, I feel a certain type of way now.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
For the Emperor.
Keep doing what you're doing. Your content is amazing. Next question, I guess. How do you move on from that?
You don't. And that was it, guys.
Next question comes from Michael Howell. Oh. Can a perpetual come back from anything if they are burnt to ashes? I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we've covered it in other ones, and it's like wishy-washy because you don't know what a perpetual is capable of, what he can do. But based on what was happening to Vulcan when he was being tortured by Conrad Kurz, he was able to come back from being incinerated, from being chopped into pieces, being thrown out into the void of space, and I think also he was beheaded. So I guess they can come back from anything.
Yep, basically. How that whole thing works, we don't know.
This one's by Edine 7. I do not know the full story of Abaddon the Spoiler, but how come he, and not a Primarch, is leading the Black Crusades?
So, what I think is that, well, honestly, it's because Abaddon was written first.
Well, no, because they had the Primarch, like Fulgrim and Grom. They're still demon Primarchs. How come they're not taking control of?
No, I don't think they were demon Primarchs back then. I don't think for Rogue Trader.
Right, but even like nowadays, like how come a demon Primarch isn't leading the Black Crusade?
My answer to that is, number one, a lot of like, well, what's his name? Angron was banished during Armageddon, the First War. Mortarion got his butt whooped by the Grey Knight, or
Drago.
Yeah. And then Magnus the Red, he's always been doing his own thing, but then that kind of stems off to the idea that most demon Primarchs, after the Horus Heresy, they're fed up with each other. They want to do their own thing, and their ego is far above like doing another crusade like Horus. They're not trying to be the next Horus. They're trying to just be themselves. They passed the teenage angst part of their whole life, and now they're just trying to do their own thing. I think that's how I put it together.
Yeah, because like whenever you see these crusades, you have demon Primarchs within that crusade, but still Abaddon's always leading it.
Yeah, and also Abaddon is Horus's son, so it has to be something genetically in there, like the Emperor. Or the Emperor implanted each Primarch with a portion of his character, and the character of leadership was strongest within the Luna Wolves, which are now the what are they called?
The Black Legion.
Black Legion, which is what Abaddon is. So maybe that's why. ¿Quién sabe? Next question. You got one?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Sheldon Goodfellow. When a planet gets dragged into the warp, what does or can happen to it? Does it get turned into a demon world on an asteroid, or does it simply get ripped apart?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen. Both options are highly possible. And I'm pretty sure both options have probably happened.
Yeah. Take a look at the Crone Worlds. Check out our 40 facts on the Crone Worlds, and you're going to see that those worlds were sucked into the warp, and they weren't necessarily destroyed. Some of the Eldar that lived there still, they were trapped, but they kept living. And then they were like mutated and formed and stuff like that. So like the warp works in mysterious ways, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
This one's by Dario Neilsplatch. Will we see melee-centered Primaris Marines? I'm pretty sure it'll happen.
Well, I thought that's what the what are the scout guys?
The Reavers?
Yeah, the Reavers, aren't those it?
I guess, yeah. Because you got like your Hellblasters, your Aggressors, your Redemptors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all kind of ranged focused. So yeah, I guess the Reavers would be. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more units coming out for the Primaris. We just got to give it time. Because they're still pretty new.
Yeah.
Even though it's been like a year since they came out. Isn't that crazy?
That's, yeah, it has been very crazy. I'm still kind of like mind blown.
No, so am I.
How to Drink commented. And he played Space Wolves. We played Space Wolves.
Our buddy plays Space Wolves right now. I won't be able to kill his Space Wolves anymore.
No, it's pretty cool though. Last question, I guess.
El Tirador Lorenzo. Is Kratos from the God of War series as strong as a Primarch? So, have you played God of War?
I've played the first one.
Okay. So he's supposed to be a god. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a god.
I think that he's stronger than a Primarch. He might be at the level of a Demon Primarch just because of all the special, ghostly warp powers that he has. Because can't he, call upon, random astral projections and junk like that?
Yeah, he could do stuff like that. Or at least in the previous games. Because, I'm trying to compare it to the most recent game. And, he struggles to lift, a massive boulder. So it's not like he can just, pick things up with, one hand. There are limits to his strength, and he does get hurt and stuff. So I think you're right where he's, slightly above Primarch, but not as strong as a Demon Primarch. Or at least around that level.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Those are the questions for today. Thank you for sending them our way. If you guys have more questions for us, please comment down below. We're gonna go try to recuperate.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're gonna go fangirl over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Hats off to you, How to Drink, guys.
Yes. Awesome channel.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked them out, go check them out.
Tell them one of my syndicate sent you.
And this is Sound Alchemist.
Gersh 1.
And we're out of here.
Oh, what if you could put my freedom first in any situation?